before you in the process, finish all my coursework, as I write the dissertation. But it was something about that night that was there. It was almost the end of the year. And I remember Carl, listen to the very cool guys, I'm being real with you. I didn't have a conversation with Carl. Like, we never even talked about it afterwards. I never said anything to him about it, but I felt this guilt. I felt like this embarrassment. Like, it really wasn't like speaking directly to me, just saying, you know, hey, I think my wife's probably going to finish her degree before you finish yours. And I told him about it. Like, it pierced. Like, it pierced. And I just remember, like, we were talking afterwards, and I didn't hear anything. Like, I remember we were in a conversation, and it just shifts. Talking to you, and like, you can't hear the words that come out of that mouth. I didn't hear anything he said. I just kept it like, E, when are you going to get this done, E? Like, yo, E, are you ever going to finish this? It is not about the degree, but are you ever going to finish this? Like, are you going to get it done? And I remember excusing myself. Like, all right, Carl, had a great time. I love you guys. Gotta go. Gotta get up in the morning. I'm telling you guys, it's not even a 5-minute walk, and it felt like an hour. All I could think about when I was going home was like, enough is enough. Like, I'm through. I'm gonna get this done. I mean, just help me out. You're in the room. You ever had that enough is enough moment? Raise your hand for me. You had that enough is enough moment, right? So I need you to be there. Like the next 40 minutes, I need you in that space. That enough is enough. I'm not dumb. Like I can get a PhD. Has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the fact that I just didn't say, oh, this is here. Right? And so that thing you wrote down, I need you to do me a huge favor. I don't know if you have a pen or a piece of paper. I don't know if you can do this on your phone. But I want you to kind of put a year next to that. A year. I want you to just put this year. Like, don't make up. Like, don't do it for me. I wrote it up. Just give me like a real no. And I don't really say to myself, like, yeah, we come back next year for Christmas and your family's here. I'm saying to myself, we come back this time next year. Tell me, Dr. Thomas. We come back to your house next year. Matter of fact, I will pay for your parents to come. Like, I want to reinvent this whole scenario again next year. Like, I want everybody here. Let's do the same meal. Let's sing the same songs. The Twilight Zone is sticking out. I want it to be exactly like it was, except that this time, I want you to say, Dr. Jones, like, this is going on my mind. I'm not having a conversation with anybody. And I'm saying, like, this is it, guys. This is it. So I put a date on it. I put a date. I said 2015. 2015, when I have this conversation, 2015, this time next year, finish. It's done. Right? Good. So I need you to be a favor. I need you to put a month next to it. Yeah? I need you to put a month next to it. We got January all the way to December. I need you to put a month on it. I need you to put a month on it. Right? Right now, as you're writing a month down, what I want you to think about is, okay, so write this down too. I'm sorry. I think you can't just listen to it while I'm writing. I apologize, but I really need this. I really need this. I really need this. I really need this. I need you to write down 3 people you love next to those goals. 3 people you love. Just 3 people. Give me the name. Write the names down. I don't put son, mama, give it to him. Give it to him. Give it to him. Give it to him. Right? Write their names down. Now, this is what I need you to think about. What I need you to think about is how this goal or these goals will revolutionize their lives. Like, I really want you to think about, I mean, you can do this later. When you get home, you can do this later, but I want you to write down for each one of them. Give me 3 ways. Please do this when you get home. If you really love them, like you say you love them, when you get home, I need you to write their names down. Now, I need you to write down when you get to this place, when you finally make this thing happen.
It's on the minute. 5 seconds late.
How's it going to change your life? And I want you to think about I get this PhD. Just like change the to be in the United States of America. Because the nationality that I come from, or the part of time that I come from. And I specifically remember people picking other people over me for speaking engagements that weren't that results. I remember people using the excuse of you're not qualified enough. And I remember PhD, we're going to solve all of that. Like no more ETA qualified, no more like to go pick the world with her. No. This PhD is going to open doors for me that were once closed. Which means it's going to open doors for my daughter. Which means it's going to open doors for my wife. Which means it's going to open doors for my mother. Which means it's going to open doors for CJ. Which means it's going to open doors for God. And so every day when I woke up, I remembered the people that this decree would affect. And so the days I did not feel like studying, the days I did not feel like that, the days I want to sleep on the plane, I thought about CJ and his family. I thought about Carl and his family. And I said, E.T., keep going. Listen to me very closely. The reason why you stop and start, and you stop and you start, and you stop and you start, is because the goal is not meaningful enough. There's something about the goal that if you quit, it's not going to work nobody. If you quit, it's not going to change nothing. If you quit, it's not that deep. Look, this is what you do. So immediately when I left that house, and I made up in my mind that I was going to get the PhD, I remember immediately the teaching I said, all right, it's over. It's over. A year from now, I will be Dr. Thomas. And I just didn't speak it to the atmosphere. I spoke it to people who will hold me accountable. Write it down. Write it down. Who's going to hold you accountable? Who's going to hold you accountable? Who's that person? Who's that person? Some of you have been a part of the real estate program. Some of you just come to hear me. When you leave, I need you to call that person, that guy, that young lady, that mother, or that father. Like, I need you to call that person and say, yo, I got to do these 3 things anymore. That's the one I'm for. Yeah. And this is what I'm doing it for. And this is why. So somebody real quick over here, because I gotta make this real. Somebody over here real quick. We gotta make this real. Somebody tell me who's that person you calling over here. Who's that person you calling? Who's that person that on this side, that person who's gonna hold you accountable? Who's that person? You've identified that person. I just raise your hand for me. Tell me who that person is. Yes, sir. Who's that person? Good. Well, I need you to hear me. Here's the last step when we're moving forward. The last step is I need you to identify that person. And I identified that person. After I went on YouTube and said, hey, guys, marching. Hey, my friend, turn into an event. Listen to me very closely. I'm running out of space. I put the deposit. Tasted the food, but we didn't taste it. We decided what food we were going to eat. The limit, we had to decide what limit. This is 8 months before I even graduated. Never forget one of the professors said, E.T., there's a lot of paperwork to fill out. We got about 2 or 3 months left, but I'm just going to be honest with you. You waited on some things because you weren't in school, and now you're back, but I just don't think you're going to be able to make it happen. And I laughed. I choked. He said, no, I'm serious. There's a format, and there's a way, and there's and you didn't, and it takes this month. It's going to be 30 days for this, 6 weeks for that. You just put your paperwork in time and say, man, I'm sorry, but you don't get it. Call my grandma and told her she had to make up. I know, man, it seemed like I called my grandma, and my grandma said, baby, you know I'm on a fixed income. So if I buy this ticket, grandma can't get her money back. I said, man, I told my grandma that I was graduating, and my grandma already called her hairstylist and told her how she wanted her hair to look. Grandma put it on the dress. My grandma bought a dress for the graduation. You gotta hear what I'm saying. Because you're listening to me, but you're not listening to me. Listen what I'm trying to tell you all. I'm being real with y'all. My biological father wasn't in my life. Hear what I'm saying? My mother hid from me who my biological father was, yet my grandmother's always been in my life. That don't go together. My grandmother said to my mother, if you want to hide the identity of his father, that's cool, but you can't take my grandson from me. And so ever since I've been a kid, my grandma been to everything. She never missed anything. And when my grandma called, she said, you better make sure you graduate, baby, because I'm coming. And so what I'm trying to tell you is, I didn't get the degree to get the degree. I got the degree because I called my grandma. I'm trying to tell you the reason why you're not doing it is not because you don't have what it takes to do it, not because you don't have the ability to do it, but whatever it is you say you're going to do, the meaning is not strong enough. Somehow the meaning is not strong enough. You're not putting enough value in it. You don't have enough skin in it. So much that you don't have enough. What I'm telling you is, you got Because of the employee. 20% back and 20% leave. And you're 20% accountability. Every single movie right now.
Yeah.
Show the thing from like it's a wrap. And too much paper and this. I'm loving everything in here. Everything.
204 minutes.
What God introduced me. I said, I did there.
So, man, really?
Say that to me.
Okay, that's cool.
And stop being inspired. Start. I don't know who you are. But you know, you see that. You watched enough videos. I didn't blow up the first time, but when I met CJ, I blew up the second time. I told you I started this when I was in college. I didn't start when I got with CJ. I've been doing this. I did not blow up the first time, but I blew up the second time. CJ said the reason why a lot of us are not there because we don't what? Respect. Listen to what he said. Respect. Why did I blow up with the first crew? I blew up with the second crew. He said respect. What does that mean? What was the difference in terms of respect with the first crew and the second crew? Well, let me give it to you. We went to college together. We was homies. We was homies. They looked at me like, oh, that's E. That's our boy E. We ain't around to do this with E. We don't gotta listen to E. Whatever he does. Not they weren't being disrespectful, but it was my boys. They're like, that's just E.T. We've been on E for me. When I got with CJ, they're 10, 12 years younger than me. It was a different level of respect. And because of respect, you gotta understand something. He said the word respect. When it is not the thing that blows you up. It is the relationship you have to the thing that blows you up. So when you have a certain level of honor, when something is sacred to you, you treat it differently. Whether you know it or not. When it's sacred to you, you handle it differently. And so because CJ looked at me like, whoa, he been speaking, he did that, okay, man. Like you see, say all the time, he might be like, he was whatever he might teach, but ain't nobody in this squad is as sacred when it comes to being what I do. That there's a sacredness there. Now he joked, but he don't be playing when it comes to me and the work. My next week too close.
It's 15 minutes.
I'm not lying. I got boys that's not in. Is that right? It's like they ain't game changers. My boys are game changers. I'm like, you game changers? Yeah, why? Man, we gotta give you see. See, 20 years younger than them, but it's different level of respect. They didn't respect me back in the day. But now they're like, oh, he killing it. Yo, see, I'm talking about they had like multiple things. Your problem is seriously the level of where you are, it is based on your respect level. So when I speak the way I speak, was it? Is it who just passed? Did you see the one he did where he talked about when Snoop raps, it's like Dr. Martin Luther King. Yeah, you know, Pop is like this, and he is like this, and breaking everybody down. I was like, yo, that's why I'm one of the best in the world to do this. Because I don't do it for me. I do it like, yo. It's like, y'all gotta see, like, when I wake up in the morning, y'all gotta see it. Literally like this when I wake up as a speaker. I'm like, Martin Luther King, got it. Malcolm, got it. Garvey, got it. Sojourner Truth, got it. Harriet Tubman, got it. I'm that spirit that you saw in Family in the 60s. That spirit.
Afterward, work. You
understand?
That's because
It's just embodying the different way. I'm that same. I'm that same. That's what they call it. Feelings. That's the first thing. I ain't doing this for money. I'm doing this because of my ancestors. I ain't doing this for money. I'm doing this because of the struggle. I ain't doing this for money. Like he said it, I have a dream. We on the fourth leg of that dream. Folks going to jail now for shooting us. That wasn't happening 30, 40 years ago. I'm on that leg now. And so when I grab it, there's a certain level of honor and respect I have for it. So I ain't worried about my kids. I'm about to take your spot so he can get a Bentley. A Bentley? You don't respect our ancestors if you're doing this for a car. They sell cars. You're doing this for a house. They sell houses. They don't sell Martin Luther King's spirit. They don't sell Rose's spirit. That's a level of respect. That's a level of honor. And you didn't hear what he said. You don't respect your craft. And you know how you don't respect it? Because you're looking at somebody else's. I dare somebody compare me to. I dare you. We ain't even in the same category. Do you know who Martin Luther King was? They ain't even in the same category. They're motivational speakers. I dare you. I need to put me in the same category. We ain't even in the same. Ancestors on my back. I got the future on my back. I ain't no motivational speaker. I ain't no inspirational speaker. I'm trying to do something for people. I would never go, oh, so-and-so was in a private jet. A private jet. I see you in the middle school. I see you in the elementary school. I'm doing something different than you. I ain't disrespecting what you're doing. I'm not going to sit here and compare myself. Somebody say all the time, E.T., we don't see E.T., what do they call us? We don't see enough behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. I'm doing for privilege. You can show what's going on behind the scenes. I got time for behind my scenes. We got kids being shot and killed. Not just by police. We got kids being shot by our people. I got time to be showing you what me and Diddy eating on the weekend. It's not that we're not eating. It's not that we're not, you know what I'm saying? It's not that we're not enjoying ourselves. I got time to be showing you that. I got my people, the 7-year-old son shot McDonald's. 7-year-old. You're going to McDonald's and getting, you can imagine that. We got bigger fish to fry. You don't think I can build that stuff? You don't think I can build a team? Good morning, America. But I'm on Zoom talking to some kids that don't want to get up and go to school. Why? Because I respect this craft. I respect this craft. And I respect the people who came before me. And it wasn't about money for them. Oh, we're going to make as much as we can before we get out of here. We're not going to be on TV showing you the new Cadillac that just came. I just got a new Cadillac. Thank you, Tommy. You got that sucker too. Tommy got that too. Everybody in the city like, what is that? I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. But notice, when it came off the truck, I didn't go, let's turn live. Cadillac. 2021. I didn't get in and do a video. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, what's up, it's your boy on so you can get the digital pattern. Am I mad at the people that do what they do? No. But I don't judge myself according to them. They have a work to do, and I have a work. That's why I said you don't respect what you do, because you're looking at what you do based on what somebody else does. And you value your relationship or their relationship. You don't know what's going on there. I don't expect nobody to treat their wife when I treat the others wrong. Is that right? They got some stuff that she did for me. It's comparing, and it's killing you. That's why I honor what she just said. Respect. Not only small, respect where you are. Respect where you are. Respect what's paid. Respect the people that are in your life. Write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm just going to hit you in your mouth, and you got to do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knocked out. And I love it. Buster Douglas got knocked out. Nobody ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and ever got back out. It was almost a 10 count. I keep stumbling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Saved by the bell. Goes to his corner. The whole world was like that. That's it. Once he comes back out, that's it. Mike's gonna just hammer him. And exactly that. Mike Tyson came out like, I got him. I got this kid up against the rope. Listen to me, many of you right now, life got you up against the rope. You can't give up. You can't give in. Listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. Oh, shock. Lion has been knocked down. What happened? And it wasn't Buster Douglas. And they had Buster Douglas sitting like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me, it's real simple. I'm going to die. She told the whole world that I was going to be like that. And 2 days later, mother died. Buster Douglas he had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother. I would make a decision. I could wake up and I could live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out. Simple. Tribulation. And I'm telling you, if you don't know what your why is, and your life is strong, you're going to be knocked out. Inside, you still looking outside for the stuff that's already inside. You still looking for someone to save you from your spinning, bro. You looking for some information from somebody when you already got what you need to be. It's just time for you to get up and be the best version of you. It's not an option. And the reason why some of you are not where you're supposed to be, you're giving yourself an option. You're giving yourself an out. You're giving yourself an excuse. You're giving yourself room not to do it. I'm not speaking no more to entertain. I'm not speaking to help you. I'm speaking so my girl never has to go back to work again. I'm speaking so that the MS don't kill it. I got a different tribe. I got a different vibe. I got to make this $1.8 million so my girl can quit for the rest of her life. I'm taking home kids. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And I'm calling for some of you in this room. You don't have to try. We got that pushing you. You ain't got no reason for waking up. You ain't got no reason for pushing past that pain. You have no reason. You gotta find what the fuck you get out of here today.
Oh. 24 minutes per. 5 minutes during the time. 5 minutes. 5 minutes during the time. You roll in at 45.
So very intentional and deliberate. Right? There's some stuff we're going to do every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, every Thursday, every Friday, every Saturday, every Sunday. We're going to be very intentional and deliberate, and we're not going to let success take the game. We're going to go take it. We're going to go create it. We're going to make up something that never existed before. I don't know, and maybe you guys know more than I do, but I don't know any motivational speaker in the world who baseball hat and a pair of Jesus. I don't know if the blue jeans on. I don't know the guy with the shorts and the t-shirt. Last time I checked, they all had a nice white shirt with a nice blazer, right? And they all had a certain look. We made something that didn't exist before. We created it. We call it the hip-hop preacher. We made it up. And we made it popular. As a matter of fact, if you go online now, there are many sources that would say we're in the world, CJ. Number one in the world. We made it up. So if it doesn't exist, don't hear it. Make it up. I'll be honest, I'm just making it up. I'm a college graduate with a PhD. Never happened in my family. I made it up. Nobody in my family's ever read a book. We just made it up. CJ's a graduate. Candace is a graduate. Carla's a graduate. Tanisha's a graduate. We just made it up. Man, we're up to see. Let me tell you something. Most people out there will never see this. Will never see this place. We've been all over the world. So look, you can make it up. You have within you the ability not to be a copycat. You have an ability to go to an industry and change that industry forever. It's in you, and that's why you're in this room. And that's why I'm challenging all kinds of this role. Anybody see the single Louis video I did where I was going off on this kid at high school? Everybody put your hands up and see a couple people. So hands up, watch this guy. You guys are telling, why would you do that? I said, because I love him. And I saw greatness in him. And if you love somebody, you see greatness in them, you can't let it walk out and stay the same. So I'm challenging you today because greatness is in, and I need you to activate it. All right, so before I go to my last two slides, this is going to be painful for some of you, but I do think I'm going to say, and I want you to be honest. Nobody's watching. I'm not going to let it. I want you to be honest. The highest scale is 120%. We're asking ET, why not 100? Because 100% means that you do exactly what they tell you to do, and you do it very well. 120% means you know the benchmarks, reach the benchmarks for greatness, and then you create your own benchmarks. That's 120. So on a scale, being 120 is the highest, but you say ET, in terms of my body, in terms of being intentional, in terms of going at it, in terms of creating what does not exist, in terms of waking up every day and boom, making the most of every day. I can honestly say I'm at 120%. I'm giving everything I have. I don't have anything else left. You give me 120, I just want you to raise your hand. I'm giving 100, I don't have nothing else left. ET, I'm giving 90%. I'm giving about 90% effort right now. Okay, 80%, raise your hand. I'm giving about 80% effort. Good, write it down, write it down. I know me, I know what I'm capable of being. Probably giving 70% effort. Let me see your hand, 70% effort. Good. Hands down. 60%. Write down the number. 60%. Good. 50%. I know me. Probably giving 50%. Let me tell you something. New Zealand Air, is it New Zealand Airlines? Is that what it is? Let me tell you something. We were in England and flew to Poland and somebody put us on EasyJet. And when I saw the airplane, I said, something's wrong. This is crayon. Somebody used crayons. Right? Oh, God, there's something wrong with this right? I've never been on it before, but it looks average. You have to walk and walk like a mile to get on the plane. I'm like, okay, something's wrong. We're walking a mile 0.5. I could have jogged this. We started walking in. I saw the scenes. I saw where the people were. And I was like, oh, one girl had like on a blue hookup, another one had on a orange. One man had like lime green, like nobody was matching. I was like, this is average. I'll be honest with y'all, we fly Virgin. So Virgin told them all the flights are gone. You guys won't be on New Zealand Air. I've never been on New Zealand Air in my life. I asked a lady, I was like, are they good? I'm like, y'all switching with them. Hey, I'm going for Virgin. Y'all switching with New Zealand, we good? She's like, are you gonna be fine? So we walked up to the counter. All of them had on the same exact outfit. I was like, you looking good. Right? Everybody was friendly. Right? It was like that family atmosphere. Matter of fact, we had a little challenge and didn't know what our flight was like. Don't worry about it, take care of it. I'll call Virgin for it. She called my man at Virgin. He walked over and brought out the turkey table. I was like, yes. We get on a plane. I'm like, ooh. Do they lay down? I'm like, we about to lay down. We go there. Wow. TV's popped out. What the TV? I'm like, wow. I couldn't say that. Apple juice, orange juice. I was just like, I can have everything. I was like, no, people, I don't want to take the orange juice there. Talking about that, but then we had a conversation. I don't remember that lady's name. We had a conversation with her for about 25 minutes. I was like, can you do that? But she had in the air. She just went, hey, where are you from? And you do what? It's not your first time. And she said, I'm in Wisconsin. Tell us about six. The grill, the other ones, that that's just a whole bunch of restaurants. I'm talking about, I didn't want to get on. When we landed, I was just like, like, I'm good. I'm like, I hope when we go back, they cancel Virgin. Because I don't want to fly Virgin no more. I want New Zealand in there. I mean, it was an incredible experience. 120%. 120%. I went in the bathroom, guys. The bathroom. I was like, look, I went back. I didn't even know that. I went back and grabbed my phone and went in there and did a video. Like, all right, the first time you're not gonna believe it. Okay, he said, and then they had a little decorative thing they had. And what was it like a towel? Maybe like a what was it? What's that again? Man, that nigga, oh my God, he's smarter than I am, right? I didn't know the name for it, right? And I'm just like, I said, wow, like a cruise ship is right there. And so I'm in the bathroom, I was so excited. That's 120. Can I tell you the truth? I hate when people give 7%. They want the life of somebody that's giving 100%. I challenge you. Your life is where it is because of the percentage that you give. That's why I get up into a lot of because I'm 120 and I'm living the 120 experience. All right, so let's get out of here. All right, real quick, I gotta go. All right, so what's your routine? I need you to have a routine. I want you to get up at the same time every day for the rest of your natural life or earlier. Right? Take breaks when you need to take breaks. Your body will tell you. Your creativity will tell you. So we're not saying don't take breaks. A part of 120 is knowing when to rest. Your daily routine. What time you go to bed? What time you wake up? What are the activities of that? Now, we may not have any empirical evidence, but I believe for every goal you have, there might be 1,000, 2,000 activities that have to take place in order for that dream. Yeah. I need you to identify what those are. I don't know what it is for you, but in order for me to do a video, there's a lot that has to take place in order for me to do a video. One, making sure that the clothes I wear actually match the content. Making sure the environment I'm in is in the right environment. Listen to me. Rebel Sports this morning, unfortunately, an environment where there was a studio, there was a lot of noise, we had to do a few takes. While we were prepared, we weren't in the best environment because we had several takes, people ringing the doorbell in the middle of our take. Now that's kind of difficult when you're like me and like you feel stuff and you got to start all over again. Right? So I don't know how many activities, but I guarantee you, for every milestone, right, there might be 1,000 tasks. I need you to identify what those are. And I need you to do it daily. This is what happens when you start doing it daily. There's a momentum that happens. There's some success that starts to happen to your life just because. Now look, guys, I did a couple videos, a couple voiceovers in the States, and guess what happened? Now I'm doing all of them. Right, got it? So today a big one came out in the States for the football game. Goodyear, Glenworth. And here I am with a video releasing, and I'm in New Zealand. Right? So routine, good. Routine, good. So what's your routine? Now be honest, how many of you guys in this room already have a routine that you're giving 120% to? Raise your hand. You're giving 120% to that routine, no variation. How many of you, about 90% of the time, you're sticking with your routine? Good. 80% of the time, you're sticking with your routine. Good. 70% of the time, you're sticking with your routine. Good. 50% of the time, you're sticking with your routine. Good. It's a key. If you don't have your dad in your life, you got pregnant early, you don't have a lot of money in the bank, you don't have a deep network, you don't catch all the guys. I could name all the top motivations for you. And I call them like this routine. So I call them. Right? So I call them. I'm going to prisons, I'm going to elementary, middle schools, high schools, I'm going to small universities, major universities. That's how I catch them. I have a routine. And what I've discovered is that the bigger you get, the less you do. So I just did the opposite. The bigger I get, the more influence I have. I was just with a guy back at the Clippers. His name is CP3. He's a basketball player. He has about 5 million followers. So we were all together. He was like, yo, ET is the best motivation speaker in the world. So all my stuff went up, right? So immediately after that, boom, I'm hitting schools. Like I will not be outworked. So I'm the opposite. When my influence goes up, my work goes up. Which means what? Now I can go into a school because I'm famous back at home. I can go to a school and I don't need to be famous. I can just call and say, yo, I'm in Detroit today. I'm in Chicago today. I'd love to come to your school and I do love to have it. When can you get here? I can be there in an hour. We'll have all the kids in the auditorium. Right? So my routine is how I keep this to me. This is what I love about what I teach. It doesn't require money. You don't need a listen to me, girls. You don't need anything to have a routine. But make your mind up that you have a routine and that you're going to stick with that thing, right? So I'm not saying you have to get up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning like I do. I'm not saying that. You can get up whenever you can get up. But you need a routine and you stick with that routine. All right? Good. Just want to show you. 2:30 a.m., 4:30 a.m. That's my spiritual, my personal time, my prayer, and my meditation. Every day.
600.
Right? Every day it happens. I start the same way. Spiritual. I just believe that I need to be spiritually strong. I believe that, right? Now, I don't teach that to other people. I'm not telling you to be right here, but this is what's important. All right? Number 2 is the physical. I'm hitting that treadmill, right? Stationary, right? Push up, sit up. That's one thing. And now I have a prayer line from 5:30 to 6:30 in the morning. There's a group of men that I call, and we hold each other accountable. Talk about this is what our goals are for the day. This is what we need to get accomplished. And at the end of the day, we actually take what we've accomplished and we put it on the board. I have like me before. There's an app called Group Me. We're all together to put all our stuff up at the end of the day. And I'll be honest with you guys, I think I'm more committed to the accountability than I am to the actual physical workout. Does that make sense to anybody? Like, I don't think that I really like working out. But what I don't want is everybody's putting up their stuff and I ain't nothing to put up. So I think that I'm not really like into, being physically fit. I'm into accountability. Right? So every day this happens. Good. Steve was teasing me. When we're in England, I was on a prayer line. Right? What do you call that package that I had? The blowout. Meaning what, Steve? Yeah? How many prayer lines do I need? Why? Because no matter where I'm in the world, no matter how much it costs, I have to stick with my routine. My routine is daily faith. If it costs $5,000 to talk on the phone and to be able to do it right there, my routine, that's what more I said. Richest man in the world. I'm in a room with 30 dudes and the richest man in the world. And he talks about his routine. Now he has to say that. And I'm saying that the richest man in the world has a routine. It's not rocket science. Say that routine is nothing to do. Right? Some of you are losing. You're losing because you don't have a routine. You are losing. I know my wife so well. I know how much time I have to spend with her. I know how many days in a row I have to spend with her. She's an only child. It gets to a point where you're getting on her nerve. And I know she has events. It's a coating on your nerve that's no longer there. And so you really, when she says get on her nerve, she really be you're getting on her nerve. I know my wife only needs 2 hours a day. But it's 2 hours very intentional, deliberate. Focus to her, not on the phone, not watching TV. She needs you right here. I'm like, I'm taking my nap. I need you. I'm like, I don't even like to sleep. All right, just hold me. And when I fall asleep, you can get up. And if I hold her 5 times out of 7 days, she's going to say I'm an excellent husband. If I only do it 4, it's like you're a good husband. If I only do it 3, she's going to call, see, he worked too much, see. What are you guys doing? See, you need to talk to your boys. It's getting out of hand now. It's been too much time on the business. And the time on this. See, hey, man, I want you to do 2 more days. Like, I got it. See. Am I real? Am I telling the truth? I know how many days it's going to take. And if I'm going to do 3, I've never seen you in the call. I already know it. I have to text her, see if I get a call. I'm going to get to balance it out now. I know she's right, but give me a little love, right? All right, so I need this from you guys. Then finally, 6:30 to 8 o'clock, my kids are at the university now. But when they used to be on breakfast, I ironed my wife's clothes the last 20 years. I've ironed her uniform. She's a nurse. Last 20 years, right? So listen to me, guys. I'm winning. I'm winning. I guarantee you, the All Blacks, I guarantee the coach don't say, hey, you guys are great. Just get out there and play. It's going to be a great game. Coach, what about the strategy? We don't need a strategy. We're great. Just go out and do your thing. What What position am I? Don't worry about positions. Everybody just go peace and all. We've been doing it for years. We'll continue to. It'll be a strategy. Just go peace and all. It's not how it works, guys. They have this, and you don't. Come on, page 2, guys. 8 to 1. Grind, read, body, school, gigs, meetings, quality time. My wife, every day she comes home. And CJ, it never fails. You do 1 at 1 o'clock? Good. It's so, let me tell you something. It's so bad. See, guys, we go to lunch at. Just give me the spots. Outback. First of all, I love it. The Outback is an Australian restaurant that we go to at this day. It's like down there. That's what came to Australia. Like, yo, you gotta go to Outback. Let's go to Outback. He was like, no. I was like, come on. Nah, I'll see you. He's like, we don't have that. I'm like, it's gotta be. I heard the Australian accents on the burn shows. Right? So at least 2-3 times a week back at home. I'm still in Australia. Going to the Outback. So we go. Cheesecake. What's my favorite city? Chipotle. Guys, I do it so much heat. It's a joke now. He'll call me at 1:50 like, where you at? The Outback. I'm like, yeah. He's like, you keep that place up. I keep it full. It wasn't for you. Right? So I need it. It's not supposed to be what it's so weird if you don't have this. One, you don't have meaning attached, you don't have value, and you don't have your schedule. You need to get your schedule, all right? Now, simple stuff. I'm not real smart. I'm not a real smart guy. Watch this. So this is the second thing or third thing of how we walk. Not only do we know where our sweet spot is, we hit the same spot every single day. This is the beauty of a routine. Now, this is what I'm telling you. You cannot bring a tree down by hitting it 1,000 times. If you hit a tree 1,000 times, it don't guarantee it's going to fall. If you hit a tree 1,000 times in 1,000 different spots, the tree is not going to fall. But if you hit a tree 1,000 times in that same exact spot, come to the ground. Your problem is you did hit it 1,000 times, but in 1,000 different places. What makes us unique is that we do the same thing every month. You get TGIA. Every Thursday you get in our podcast. Are you hearing me? It's the same stuff. We hitting the same spot every day. Even when you're not real smart and you're not that deep, guess what? You can still bring the tree down by hitting the exact same spot. When you see me on the road, I got the same outfit. I'm so bad. I wear the exact same outfits. One thing I change is my shoes. I got the same bag. I got the same shirt. I got the same short. I got the same. My wife said, "You still wearing the same short?" I said, "Absolutely." She said, "How many pairs?" I said, "1." I just walked out. Just do the expect. Stop trying to be better. I need you to do the exact same thing every single day for the next 10, 15, 20 years and watch that tree come down. And watch you go from zero to a multi-million-dollar company to working with the top NFL teams, the top football team, the top NBA teams doing commercials. Nothing's changed, guys. I'm doing the exact same thing I was doing 20 years ago. I just keep doing it. So you got like a 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, you got an 8-cylinder. I hear there's even a 12-cylinder. Right? What's the difference between a 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, and 8-cylinder? So what's the difference? Say it again? That's deep. Yeah, that's deep. Right? Power. I like that. Right? And so when you think about power, what do you mean with power? A whole bunch of stuff, right? So what happens then is, based on what you tell me, that's going to determine what kind of engine you work. So we all got skill. Everybody like, what position you play? Good. Give me that average, like height or 6'10", give me some dimension. 6'10", 7'2" wingspan. Good. What about weight? Good. So the average dude that's playing center, he ain't 6'4". If he's 6'4", he ain't doing what? He's not playing center. So every center pretty much looks alike. So the difference between What's the difference between the centers? That's the difference between two dudes playing center. If y'all both got the same skill set, what's going to separate you is the will.
So,
That's what's going to separate you. And will is power.
right.
So everybody got the same skill set. But what separates you is the will. That's what separates you. That's when you got two dogs that come up against each other. Somebody got to take a head and somebody taking the devil. Right? So first quarter, first half, second half, that's what happens. So then how we create power? We create power by our drive, by our energy. That's how we create power. So that's why I asked what you want. Now, I'm going to be real. I ain't got no reason to lie to y'all. The average person that I talk to say championship, and they say NBA. Y'all you said something hard. That's black bird. You say, no. The average people still ain't going to get it. They trying to play games. Right? What else is he trying to do? Let's be real. Hey, what is that not trying to do? What are you, something you not trying to do? What are you not trying to do? Not trying to go to recovery. Bottom line, I don't feel like being in recovery. What else? Work out was good. What else? Travel. What else? Say it again. Practice. Film. Wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just keep it 100, bro. Most of us ain't trying to do that. You bring so many cats out to play game. No, you don't. You want to take care of your mom. That's what you want. Because if you can make $40 million without going to the league and make $40 million going to some school every day, helping a group of kids, and you can get up and go whenever you wanted to. You can do 1 day a week, 2 days a week, go train them. Which one would you do? The league, 82 games, practice, injury, travel. Which one would you take? Same 40 million. Going to the kids. It ain't rocket science. So let's be 100. Most of us ain't trying to do this. Right? So if we're not trying to do it, what happens is when you do it the first half, you do it a little bit, a little lot, you get the second half, you get hungry. It's like I ain't got to. Now you might not say it's quitting, but you're not giving 120%. Does that make sense? All right, so let's do this. Y'all gotta be fair. And one of y'all tell the truth. How many of you have been in the game and somewhere in the game you lost interest in the game? Just be honest. One person, you played the game and you lost interest. Let me see your hands. You lost interest. And so when you lose interest, you lose what? You lose power. That's what happens. So you lost interest. Like, I ain't even trying to be here. So you lost power. So the reason why I'm asking what you want, because if you know what you want, that can try. So you said, who said they want to take care of their mama? Good. You want to take care of your mama. What is that? Where you from? St. Paul, Minnesota. Good. And when you say take care of your mama, what is that? Love. So, and again, we're just going to be honest. It's a small group. How many times have you practiced and played the game and you failed that you really think about that? They had it in front of your mom. Bingo. I asked him, he was like, I did it with mom. And he was like, I'm definitely not had it in front of my mom. You feel me? So what happens when you put it in front of your mind, you go from a 4-cylinder to a 12-cylinder. And here's the crazy part. The cylinders are in you, but when you're not interested, you go to a 4 instead of a 12. And what my job is to find a way to make the best you show up. Does that make sense? How many games do you play? So my goal is to make your will show up for 35 games. Because if your will shows up for 35 games, you're going to beat the average team because they just come in with what? They just come in with scale, bro. And they too don't want to be there. And they too don't want to practice. And they too, out of everything, which one you hate the most? Let's be real. Which one you have to do in basketball, which one do you hate the most? Practice. And you got to do that more than anything else. Isn't that crazy? Like the one thing you hate, that's the thing you got to do. It ain't like you playing most of the time. You only playing how many days a week? 2 days a week. How many hours? 2 hours. That's it. You play 4 hours tops. How many hours you practice? You can't even think. He like, I just started looking at disgust. My man was like, I can't even cop it. So you see the problem we have here? We got a problem. We got a problem with you're skilled enough, but maybe you're not willed enough. Does that make sense? All right, we good? Does that make sense? Good. So we got to ask the question, what drives you? Write that down. What drives you? What drives you? And every day when you wake up, I need you to tap into that power. Now, there are a couple things that drive me. So the first thing that drives me, and if you know my story, don't say that, but I left the crib at 16. The very first time I ran away from home. I was like between 12 and 13. I called my mom, right? Because the person that was raising was 6'8". And she would tell me, I'm not 6'8". I didn't start growing, like I had a growth spurt at 16, and you could tell it wasn't big. Like it wasn't a lot, right? So imagine how short I was in high school. So people used to tell me all the time, like, you're not funny, but you know that your father, don't you? I was like, oh, your father. That's my father. That's not your father. I'm like, yeah, it's my father. Listen, if it was my father, who would told me? Who told me? She ain't never said nothing. So it's gotta be my sister. You know what I'm saying? That's my sister. That's my sister. So I think I was about 12, almost 13 years old. I called my mom one day at the job. I was like, just be real. Just keep it 100. Don't lie to me. Is this man my father? Everybody knows that. And I was gonna tell you. I was like, when? Like 18? 17? Like, when was you gonna get to? Like, I was gonna get to. So you can imagine when your mama lied to you about your father, like, what do you think happened between me and my mom's relationship? It went down. Why? Because I couldn't was good. And what do you think happened to the person that was raising me that I thought was my father? Went down. What do you think I said to myself? You ain't my dad. Flat out. So I went to school with that mentality the whole night. So I started running away from the crib when I was 12. I would come back, be gone 3 days, a week, come back. When I was 16, I left for good. When I was homeless for good, be on the streets of Detroit, there's a lot of stuff that happened. Almost a lot of stuff happened. Like, so I'm homeless. 16, 17 years old, started hanging out with my boy Bob. Bob started drinking in church. I never forget the first time I went to church. I was like, God, we home. What we gonna do? He's like, we ain't. You don't want to make it crazy. So I remember, being in the revival. Like, I didn't go to church. I never seen my mother pray. My father was raised me. I never seen him pray. Like, we didn't go to church meetings that. And I remember my man was preaching. He was just talking about, like, before your mama made you, God knew you were in the womb. Like, you gotta understand, I'm 17, bro, 16, 17. If my mom lied to me about what my father was, and my mom got pregnant at 17, I'm thinking I'm a what? I'm a mistake. So my whole life, I'm walking around like I'm a mistake, bro. Like, you ain't really want me. You got pregnant at 17 years old. I don't even know why you been having an abortion. I messed your life up. If you messed my life up, now I'm about to mess your life up. That's what I was on. When I was about 17, started going to church. The pastor did this thing, and I said, it's crazy. My man was like, yo, before your mother knew you, God called you. And I'm like, ooh, that's pretty deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's the truth, and I ain't no Christian, I don't really know God like that. But I'm hoping that's the truth. Because if it's the truth, then it means what? I'm not a mistake. If I'm not a mistake, then that means I was born with what? Purpose. I was like, let's go. My mom didn't even know. I'm like, let's go. And then the pastor, like my man would come up to me every week. He was like, yo, did you graduate from high school? And I was like, nope. He's like, you get your GED and college. And I was like, bro, how am I going to go to college? I ain't finished high school. Like, just get your GED. And I'll write a letter. Recommendation letter. And I was like, is that possible? He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, man. Started bringing this girl to church. I never forget, she was a year younger. I was out of high school 2 years, bro. She was selling dope. Stood in the cars on the truck, and we just doing some crazy stuff. She came to me. I used to go to church every week. I never missed church. Wednesday night prayer meeting, I walked 2 hours. I never missed church, y'all. Watch this. My girl came to me and she was like, look, I gotta tell you something. She's like, do you love me? Like, yeah, we 18. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever that means. You know what I'm saying? I love you. But like, what do you mean? She's like, no, we ain't love you. All of us will be successful in life if we don't quit. I promise you, other people are living. I was out on Brisbane on Monday, and I went to the store about 10 o'clock on Monday, and the store was packed. I'm like, wow, I folks shopping. I thought I got there 10:30, everybody shopping. And somebody, I can't do this. Somebody else is doing it. Somebody else is doing it. There are people going and buying cars, cash, so they don't have a note. They don't have a thing over them. And you're looking like, how in the world can I do that? I don't know if they're doing it. People who are traveling and leaving and going away for 3 months. And you're like, I can't maintain it. They're taking it like that. You're human like they are. Listen to me. All men are created equal. Some work harder. Some get up at 2:30 in the morning. Some are willing to get on a plane from New Zealand and come husband, speak at a school, speak that night, get up in the morning, 5 o'clock, get to the airport. Come on, go to the city, get up, Melbourne, get up, go to Perth, come on. Then get back up and go home. Come. Are you hearing? All of us are created equal. Some of us just cry. Some of us don't make excuses. Some of us don't surrender. Some of us don't give up and give in. What we do with the pressure is we say, I gotta take it, and I gotta take it to the level. I'm telling you you can live. And I'm not telling you something that I read in a book where I had 2 parents. Something I read in a book when my parents were upper middle class. Something I read in a book. My mama was 17 years old when she got pregnant. I've had more advantages. But I woke up one day and realized I couldn't need none. I'm my advantage. You're my advantage. Why are you waiting for somebody to call you? Why are you waiting for somebody to elevate you? Why are you waiting for somebody to affirm you? Why are you waiting for somebody to tell you you got a dream or goal? Why are you waiting for somebody to take you by your hand and give you what's rightfully yours? However much money you make, whatever kind of life you have, that's yours. And so when you hear my message, the reason why you resonate with my message is not because of the words I say. There are a lot of people on YouTube and TV talking the talk, but there's a sound that you hear that resonates with you because I'm speaking from that pain. Speaking from every heart that I had to bury, every cousin that I had to hear. He got 50 years and I'm trying to act like it didn't hurt. But he only 19 years old. He lost his entire life at 19 over some stupid stuff. Every aunt I buried when I took my mother-in-law into the hospital room and I prayed for her before surgery, not knowing if she was coming out or not knowing if she was going to die or not. And that's my wife's own. Listen to me. She didn't grow up with her father. She didn't have any brothers or sisters. Like her mom was her life. It was just her and her mom. And my mom's like, yo, my wife lose her mom. That's her life. Like that's going to affect us. Like my wife ain't going to be the same if her mom dies. You talk about God. And so when I speak to you, I speak from the pain. I'm taking 12 years to get a 40 degree. I speak to you as a failure who had to get back up and see the dog on top and said, brush it off and keep it. And so it is not the message alone, it's not the words alone that resonate with you. It's I have you. I've been through what you've been through and I got up and I kept going. So just be very close, you're going to get cut. All that stuff you wrote down, you're going to go through some pressure. So if you ain't ready for that, hold that up and say, I just don't want to have no trouble. I want another life. You're going to have a great marriage, you're going to go through some pressure. You're going to go through some heat, and then you're going to get cut. I'm just trying to give you the 3-part process, because what's going to happen is you will see the heat, and you'll be like, well, I went through the pressure, I thought that was it. I'm like, that was phase 1. It's phase 1. Phase 2 coming. Phase 3, and that's what happens. All of us will be successful in life if we don't quit. And so you are this close to your dreams and goals. So I have to ask you the question. You have the information. Now what are you going to do with it? What do you have today that you never had before? And what are you going to do with it? I'm going to say it slow because it's the simplest thing I'm ever going to say.
Off this career tonight.
And if you're going to get to the next level, you're going to have to erase everything you thought when you thought you.